Well, what better way to end a regular season than with one of the most bitter rivalries in the NFC West? It's the Seahawks and the 49ers, and it's coming up next.
Nothing but my children. They disappearing. I'm in the city with a flag, beginning going like it was past interference. Padlocked around the building. Crash pulling up and on my truck just to pay freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from the show. Trying to show the ropes before they from the prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it.
Alongside Brock Stewart, I'm Pete Scott. Welcome to the Bay Area, everyone. It is rivalry week in the NFC West. Seahawks 49ers is underway. And in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First down, Purdy to throw. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. I'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First down throw by Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they face second down. And Brock, this is a rivalry that's so relatively new by comparison, right? They've only been division opponents since '02, but the mutual dislike, maybe even hatred, is it's that of a much longer series, thanks to that short stretch where they were each other's biggest obstacles to reaching that Super Bowl.
And a lot of stars during that time, too, Kate. Harbaugh, Carroll, Sherman, Russell, 49ers loaded with talent as well. It may be short-lived, but there's a lot of vitriol between the two. Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. Kittle makes the catch. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
First and 10 at the 34.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. Play action now. Purdy. Has a man downfield. It's Jennings. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
Gain of 28 more yards. That's another 49er first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground. Now he is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
From the gun is Purdy. Escapes out to the left. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. Short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. 3rd and goal, Purdy. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. And no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yeah, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Derek Young to return this. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Crosses midfield and he's still going. It doesn't look like it. He took it all the way. Oh, baby, what a return. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Seahawks start off well to tie things 7-7. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes the San Francisco 49ers offense. And in a nod to their fans, the faithful, Brock, wearing their alternate black rivalry jerseys this week. A callback, as you know, to the days of Rice, Montana, Young, and company, leading them to those 5 Super Bowl titles. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now motion him out of the backfield. Purdy on 1st down. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Purdy on the play action. Throwing for his back, but it's incomplete. It's going to bring up third down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
49er, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he'll make his way through for a pick of a 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They stick with McCaffrey. Shoots away from one. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And the 49er, first down. First and 10.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down, and they go right back to it. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. This time it's a passing play. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Third and long, Purdy. Going deep here for the end zone. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. You've got a 4th down decision to make. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Piniero's kick is good. That's going to break on time and give him a 3-point advantage.
He's the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Now Piniero on to handle the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? Former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
He was a comeback story that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. But he paired with head coach Kevin O'Connell, threw a whole bunch of touchdowns in Minnesota. Remember, Kate, he was an MVP frontrunner early last season. Exactly why the Seahawks targeted him, wanted him, and now have him in the fold.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Steps up, and he's running with it.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But it meant the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Darnold. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10, Darnold. He tucks it and takes off.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. You got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
The 49ers 26-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Play fake, Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Motioning left is their running back. It's complete. Play made by Cook. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
First down. A gain of 31 yards. First down, Seattle.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Going on first. Here's Darnold. Finds Peck once more. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. And again, it's Darnold. Looking way too much on that one, Brock. Off the end zone and out. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead.
14. 49ers 10.
kickoff. The window to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So here come the 49ers on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Christian McCaffrey. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Return amounts to much. They bring him down. So Seattle retakes the field for their 2nd series. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Donald. Short pass brought in. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Only can get his on here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Donald with it on 3rd and short. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denies our defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
He drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Here to come. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. 14-10 our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Out of the gun. Here's Donald. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Darnold doubles it off to his running back. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
Tackled back at
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. Picked up by the 49ers. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field, but unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers parlay the turnover into a lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone, and we take the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers push their lead to 3.
17. Seahawks 14.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Long gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 40-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Staying with Walker. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play's pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
4th down punt from the Seahawks. And that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. He dodged the tackle. He's brought down before the return gets far. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completed over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's going to take this one into enemy territory with a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On the Seahawks 44-yard line.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. On the counter, McCaffrey. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. It's a cut. Pearsall has it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Here's a give on the jet sweep. Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
From the gun is Purdy. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they will be on the verge of a touchdown here, partners. He pushes this down to the 5-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Going to the ground again on 1st. So Some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Again, here's McCaffrey. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the one. Give him 6 yards. That's going to set up third and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. 4th down, pass coming. And they take this in for the score. The 49ers make it a 9-point advantage. Brock Purdy with the touchdown.
What an absolute bonus for this offensive coordinator when you've got a QB that can create. What a nightmare for a defense as they just get running.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
Niners 24, Seahawks 14.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And they're going to try to take the lead back to 1 possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. Getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walker run. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It leads to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Darnold. Throwing the out route, complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
So 1st down from the 41. Hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
First and 10, Darnold. Gets him on the out route. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot lot of them can throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts. But throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Pocket isn't holding out. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, it's a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Throw here, third down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on fourth down. This one from 42 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Galindo to return it. And he's stopped on the run back to the 27. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. Play action now with Purdy. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. He's going to be stopped around the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. The 49ers with the lead here at Levi Stadium. New set of downs from the 37. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They gain 11 on that play, and that gives the 49ers the first.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. One back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on a jet sweep. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. It's going to be second down.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Offense to the line. Second down. Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. This one's quickly to Jennings. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Seahawks sending out the dime look here ahead of this third down. Now Purdy. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they get this down to the 28. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's another 49er first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that down situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. That's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To the air again. Purdy. Short pass brought in. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And put a receiver in motion right. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. Already has 1 in this game, this from 30. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off of the touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Maybe you only have to pay the bills. Not even a little bit. Hold on. Know yourself. Know your worth. My ex is being alive.
It's going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Brock, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. timeout set. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And he's out of bounds. Looks like he only got a yard. That's going to set us up for 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. That 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. A throw right side finds Cup. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Darnold looking to throw. And they get to him again. And the 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the 2nd half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. First and 10 from the 32. On the ground, begin the drive for McCaffrey. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Purdy on the play action. It's Kittle over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He'll mix the catch. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Now it's Purdy. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now motion him out of the backfield. Looking to throw, Purdy. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. Give him 24 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
1st down throw by Purdy. That's going to be caught on his back. McCaffrey. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets this forward to the 19. He gets 6 on that play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down, Purdy to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. This one's caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
17 yards. And the 49er first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Now bringing tight end in motion right. McCaffrey can't bypass that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything you watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. Brock Purdy with the touchdown.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other, and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead.
34. Seahawks 17.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
Young on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. They've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Everybody set. They've got first and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, just infuses your offensive confidence.
Walker on first down. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Pickup of 17. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want to open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, you're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Bernardo Green with that tackle. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Got a gun. Here's Darnold. But he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Air it out on 3rd. That's the line. He's going to run for it.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. The defense rallied. They responded, and they forced a 4th down.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd down now. They need 7. On the gun is Purdy. This is McCaffrey, left side. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Gain of 15 there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
1st and 10.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And it's Purdy with a catch outright. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Brought down by Rick Woolen.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, McCaffrey. His foray up the middle. That's about 3. Leonard Williams applying the hit there.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. There he is on 3rd and short. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, Kate, the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
In these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Walker running right. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Design quarterback run here. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. QB sneak coming. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Seahawks, 1st down. A gain of 1 yard.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And we got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders. He's silent for it.
Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Underneath, Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. First and 10 now from the 46. From the gun, Donald. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
With a quick pass out wide. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Complete to Rashid Shaheed. A gain of 4. And this is 3rd down.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Now they send their back in motion right. Throwing is Donald on 3rd down. He shovels this one forward. And he's brought down after a short gain.
To A.J. Barner.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, and it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
So close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
And this one does not go far.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 49ers 37-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. And again, it's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
13 yards. First down, Seahawks.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. He's going to throw it again. There's a screen now for Walker. And he's going to be hit and sent out after about a gain of 1 and 2 yards there.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. The offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They give up the gut to Walker. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. 1st and goal. At the 8-yard line.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and goal. Here's Charbonnet. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
2nd and goal from the 9 here. To throw, here's Darnold. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
That play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Myers' kick is good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Gorindo to return it. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They're up by 2 scores, Brock. We've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Let's start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. He's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
There's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL. I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Going run again with McCaffrey. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up the defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. No throw. 3rd and long. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Escapes the defender. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The Seahawks offense running out now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding a big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and it showed some soft hands to bring it in.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. It's Walker on the give. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He'll try to do it himself. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you've got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Running left. Here's Walker. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Staying with Walker. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive. Nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. This time it's a passing play. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Darnold to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
From my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down. Was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal. Running for it It's Walker. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. On 3rd and goal, Darnold. Deep ball at the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And this one, not surprisingly, brought the loss of the yards as they had to scramble to even get that football back. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their man was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, says you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Could the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And that carry on, that's one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back, I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
They'll send their tight end right. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They stick with McCaffrey. That's not what the offense does. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Third and long for him here. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it deep downfield. It's a pick of 33 yards. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. with second down now. They're going to pass it here. To the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. Trying to get it on the keeper. So the 49ers earn a win in this one. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right? That it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.